Hi guys, it's Scry here. Today I'm doing a video a little bit later than normal. I normally do them in the morning, but I've had someone underneath my house re-stumping the whole house, and I can tell you it's been very noisy and very annoying. So they've finally gone home now, and I was in the forest before having a walk, and then I did a bit of connecting in with spirit. And as I did, they mentioned March again. And I know in some of my previous videos I've spoken about something happening in March and something strange happening to a lot of the cryptos that I read for last year. And I went into that further, and I was taken to a scene of China and something going on in China. Now, today March was brought up again, and they were talking about March and in regards to cryptos, there being kind of a drop in March. So I just wanted to inquire a little bit more deeply into that, because I feel as though they've got more information, and what came through felt like another world event that was in some way connected. Now, it's always hard for me to speak to exact time points and exact places in this linear existence that we live. So often in readings, things will come through, information will be given, but if I start trying to interpret what it is and really pin it down, it can really skew the information. So I just have to allow it to be there and allow it to expand into its full picture or description that I'm given, and then just give that to you. And that's the way that they're wanting me to work and connect. So as I was connecting to this March time, I asked, tell me more about the cause of this crash, or this drop in the cryptos. And straight away I was just shown like petrol, like an oil tank, and flammable, it being very flammable, and in regards to this, an explosion and an erosion of the worst kind is how it came through. Now, it's like from there I was taken into a city, and I did hear the name Kuwait, and I am aware that there has been a lot going on there, and also, in regards to explosions, I am consciously aware of that. So from there, I'm in this city, I'm standing in this city, and it just feels like destruction. Like there's been a lot of destruction in the city, and they speak of buildings being decimated, and it largely being connected to global warming is the way that they spoke about it. Now, they said it could have been prevented in some way if it wasn't for this global warming. And then I'm taken to a scene of in a hospital, and there are people in this hospital, and they've got masks on. Now, something has hindered their airways or their breathing in the way that they're showing it to me, and it's like this difficulty breathing is how it comes through. And there's also a connection now to blood work, and I see someone tapping someone's vein on their arm before they get an injection to find the vein, and it also appears to be a small person's arm, and they talk about burns and breathing. This small person is mentioning to me that they had trouble breathing, and there's just reference to burns. Now, I do get the month of December strongly coming through for this in regards to some connection to this situation, and it's like I'm seeing past, but I'm also seeing future, And then spirits also, like, sometimes it's tricky the way that they're talking about things, because they show me a past situation but then a future situation, and they somehow parallel. But I'm hearing now gas and deadly. Now I'm seeing a picture of uniformed men, and they're wearing like brownish greenish uniforms, and they're speaking to each other. Now they feel like they're kind of some sort of army or military, or it's hard to say exactly, but that's the description in particular is their uniforms. And now Spirit's telling me that they're looking for the cause of this problem in this scene, and they're trying to understand a deeper issue that's in some way related to the explosion and the breathing, etc. And they show me drilling down into what looks like a sea of oil, and in some way searching for a cause. And Spirit's just saying, but it's long gone, the ability to stop whatever's taking place. And it's a disaster that cannot be stopped by man. And the problem only continues to get deeper and deeper. So there is a reference to an army, or this group with the uniforms on, covering up the knowledge. But this is like a gaping problem, and this wound exists. Then they say that it appears that global events are coming closer and closer to collective state of human emotionality at this time, as if to be mirroring or embodying these states in humanity. Like Earth is a large body, and over time wounds and scars have developed, and that the Earth seems to only replay and rehash the wounding at this time. So we try not to repeat disastrous events, but the planet cannot hold this from a collective energy standpoint, and can only mirror it back to humanity at this time. Now I asked Spirit what can be offered to this situation, and they spoke about a mutual agreement, mutual respect, and some sort of a handover. And there's an agreement between two parties coming together, and it's parties that have fought over money, ownership, power, and in this handover, these parties move away from the situation on some level, and really their involvement is futile. And it's like they have moved away from a role that they've been playing in regards to this part of Earth. And so now it's like the role that they've been playing in this collective situation has been outdated, and the Earth site is left to recalibrate and heal. So I find it quite interesting the way they were giving me information in this download, because it was like they were talking about a situation, but then they were giving a bit more understanding to the nature of this, and more of a expanded state of awareness. And I feel that this is quite important, and really more of a holistic planetary view than just a certain situation. And it feels like it moves back to more of a foundational point on some level. So in saying all of that, it's interesting that that's come through in regards to this March period, and whether this is directly speaking to the situation of like a dip in the market or some sort of crash, or whether it's just in connection to something else that's going on. It feels quite important, and Spirit's given it to me as I've connected into this question. So I'll just leave it with you guys. And as always, I just give it as I get it. And, I don't claim to know what I'm talking about. So in some respects, I feel as though this is how you guys connect. And this information is offered to those who are listening, so it's for some purpose. So I'll just leave it with you guys. And also, I just want to thank you guys for engaging and talking a little bit about Patreon and what you'd like or what you wouldn't like. I really appreciate that, and I am feeling like Spirit's assisting it more. I'm feeling like they're drawing more closely to me to be able to step in that direction, because on some level there's, a level of commitment to it, and I don't want to just, start a Patreon and just be not fully there. So I've just been waiting for the right time, but I feel like that time is drawing nearer now. But I'll keep you posted as to when that will be up and running. Okay, guys, that's all from me for today. Take care, and I'll catch you soon. Raven Scry signing off.